10 things that stop making sense after age 61. Discovering freedom in later life. Reaching the age of 61 and beyond can be one of the most liberated periods in life. After decades of working, raising families, and negotiating cultural expectations, this time allows you to pause, think, and reevaluate what is truly important. Obligations, responsibilities, and concerns that formerly seemed important begin to fade as you focus on the things that truly satisfy you. This stage of life is characterized by wisdom. The years have offered innumerable experiences, difficulties, and lessons that have allowed me to gain a more grounded perspective on what truly matters. However, many people tend to cling to old habits, outmoded beliefs, or superfluous responsibilities. These things not only do not serve us well in this new chapter of our lives, but they can also prevent us from living fully and genuinely. In this article, we examine 10 things that no longer make sense after the age of 61 and how letting go of them might lead to a more fulfilling existence. 1. Holding on to toxic relationships. Throughout our lives, connections shape who we are and how we feel. Friendships, familial connections, and even romantic relationships are essential to our emotional health. However, not all relationships are formed equally. Some relationships can develop into poisonous, exhausting, or even harmful situations over time. Maintaining poisonous relationships takes an emotional and psychological toll on us as we get older. These interactions, whether characterized by continual negativity, manipulation, criticism, or emotional detachment, can have a substantial impact on our well-being. Many of us have a deep-seated idea that we must preserve them out of obligation or fear of conflict. By the age of 61, it makes no sense to invest in relationships that do not nurture us. Letting go of poisonous relationships is not a sign of failure. It is a form of self-preservation. It's about knowing how valuable your time, energy, and emotional wellness are. You deserve to be around people that love, respect, and value you for who you are. Walking away from a toxic acquaintance, a family member who consistently undermines you, or a relationship that no longer serves its purpose is an act of self-care. 2. Worrying about what others think. The urge to adhere to cultural expectations, family norms, or occupational standards persists throughout our lives. When we are young, the opinions of others often influence our judgments. We want approval and validation from friends, co-workers, family members, and society at large, whether in the way we dress, the occupations we pursue, or the personal decisions we make. However, as we get older, particularly after the age of 61, we realize that living with the weight of other people's opinions is not only taxing but also pointless. Worrying about what others think becomes unimportant in light of our newfound insight and self-awareness. This is the stage in life when you completely understand who you are, what you want, and what makes you happy. Allowing others' judgments or expectations to influence your decisions is no longer beneficial. While the dread of being judged still exists, decades of experience make it simpler to accept that everyone sees the world through their lens. What people believe or say reflects their values, biases, and experiences, rather than a real reflection of you. Giving up the need for acceptance allows you to live truly according to your own values, desires, and needs. Consider the freedom that comes from not caring about whether others approve of your decisions, lifestyle, or looks. You are now living for yourself rather than conforming to someone else's expectations. Whether you decide to retire early, reduce your house, pursue a new hobby, or spend more time with your grandchildren, your choices should reflect what offers you joy and contentment. Living genuinely at this time in life entails being at ease in your own skin and confident in your decisions. You have earned the right to prioritize yourself. Letting go of others' opinions is one of the most liberating decisions you can make. 3. Clinging to material possessions. Many of us gather a large number of material goods throughout our lives, including homes, automobiles, furniture, clothing, collections, and numerous other objects. These items frequently occupy not only our spaces but also our lives. Some goods have sentimental worth, while others were purchased because we felt we needed or wanted them at the time. However, when we approach our 60s and beyond, the value of these tangible items often begins to dwindle. The house that previously seemed vital may now appear overly huge and difficult to maintain. Clothes that were previously fashionable may no longer suit our lifestyle. The stuff that previously made us happy may suddenly feel like clutter. Holding on to material items that are no longer useful becomes a needless weight. It's not just about the physical space things take up, but also the mental and emotional burden of possessing too much. As we age, we realize that true happiness and contentment do not come from what we own, but from the experiences we have and the relationships we cultivate. Downsizing and decluttering are liberating. Letting rid of belongings that no longer offer value to your life frees up physical and mental space for what truly matters. It enables you to concentrate on joy, fulfillment, and new opportunities in this stage of life. This is an excellent time to declutter, get rid of the excess, and adopt a simpler, more minimalist lifestyle. By letting go of things that no longer bring you joy or serve a practical function, you free up physical and mental space for the things that truly matter. You create space for experiences, peace of mind, and a lighter, more liberated existence. Decluttering is more than just cleaning out a closet or downsizing your home. It's about reevaluating your relationship with material possessions and accepting that less genuinely might be more. The fewer things you have to care for, maintain, or worry about, the more time and energy you can devote to what truly brings you joy and contentment. As you age, your attention turns from amassing goods to accumulating memories. Instead of collecting stuff, you start collecting experiences. Moments spent with loved ones and the quiet satisfaction of living in a peaceful, uncluttered environment. For pursuing outdated goals. In our youth, we are frequently motivated by ambition and a desire to succeed. We set personal and professional objectives to guide us through our 20s, 30s, and 40s, such as climbing the corporate ladder, purchasing a home, starting a family, or hitting specific financial milestones. For many people, these aspirations represent success and fulfillment. However, as we enter our 60s and beyond, it becomes evident that some of the goals we once followed with zeal may no longer be relevant to who we are today. Our priorities vary, our beliefs evolve, and things that once seemed vital may no longer be as significant. Continuing to pursue outmoded goals, particularly those that no longer bring joy or fulfillment, might result in frustration and despair. The truth is that goals are not intended to be static. As we grow and develop, so should our goals. What made sense in our 30s may not be relevant in our 60s. Holding on to outmoded goals out of habit, pride, or stubbornness can keep us from investigating new opportunities that are more appropriate for this period of life. This is the moment to examine your goals and determine whether they are still serving you. Do they still give you a sense of purpose and excitement? Or have they become a source of stress and obligation? It's good to let go of ambitions that no longer fit your current situation. Doing so can be really liberating. Letting go of outmoded ambitions does not imply giving up. Rather, it indicates choosing to be deliberate about where you concentrate your time and energy. It entails creating space for new dreams, passions, and experiences. Perhaps your new objectives are less about career success and more about personal contentment. They include spending more time with family, traveling to new places, or pursuing a hobby you've always wanted to try. Whatever they are, the key is to make sure your goals match who you are today, not who you were decades ago. Accept the freedom that comes with setting new goals that are consistent with your present values and desires. This is the moment to pursue what actually brings joy, meaning, and fulfillment into your life. 5. Obsessing over physical appearance. In a society that often values youth and beauty, it's easy to become obsessed with physical attractiveness at an early age. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need to appear in a specific way to be respected, accepted, or loved. The pressure to keep a young appearance can be overpowering, prompting people to devote time, energy, and resources to slowing the natural aging process. However, as we age, especially around the age of 61, it becomes evident that stressing over physical appearance is not only pointless, but also a distraction from what truly matters. Wrinkles, gray hair, and body changes are all natural components of the aging process. They are not imperfections that need to be repaired, but rather symbols of our lives, experiences, and wisdom. At this point in life, it's time to change the emphasis from external attractiveness to internal well-being. This does not imply that you should overlook self-care or abandon a healthy lifestyle. On the contrary, taking care of your body with exercise, good nutrition, and rest is still crucial. However, the fixation with keeping a youthful appearance at all costs has become an unnecessary burden. True beauty emerges from within. It shows in how you hold yourself, the confidence with which you approach life, and the kindness and knowledge you share with others. The cultural pressure to conform to specific beauty standards diminishes when you accept the changes that occur with aging. Instead of battling these changes, you learn to embrace and even appreciate them as part of your individual journey. Accepting your physical appearance as it changes is an expression of self-love. It is an understanding that you are more than your appearance and that your worth is based on who you are rather than how you look. This is the time to focus on feeling good in your own skin, not by striving for unachievable beauty standards, but by nurturing your body and soul in ways that promote total well-being. The liberation that comes from letting go of your fixation with beauty helps you to live more fully, free of the continual worry about how others see you. It facilitates deeper connections, more meaningful experiences, and a stronger sense of inner calm. 6. Saying no to obligatory social activities. Many people feel forced to engage in social events that they may dislike throughout their lives. The urge to attend family reunions, social engagements, or community functions can be overpowering. Frequently, these duties are motivated by a desire to please people, maintain social relationships, or avoid being disrespectful. However, as we become older, particularly after the age of 61, it becomes evident that participating in social events just for the sake of responsibility no longer makes sense. Your time, energy, and emotional well-being are far too important to waste on things that do not bring you joy or satisfaction. This is the time to be mindful of how and with whom you spend your time. It's all right to say no if you no longer enjoy huge family reunions or find particular social activities draining. Allowing yourself to decline invites without feeling guilty is one of the most empowered decisions you can make. You are not obligated to attend every event, nor are you required to justify your decisions to others. Instead of participating in required social activities, prioritize spending time with people and in places that nurture your spirit. Choose activities that match your present interests and energy levels, whether it's a quiet dinner with close friends, a nature walk, or simply spending time alone with a good book. By doing so, your social connections will become more meaningful and enjoyable. Instead of feeling exhausted or obligated, you'll approach social engagements with passion and presence. People who genuinely cherish your company will respect your boundaries and appreciate the time you take to spend with them. Finally, one of the most valuable benefits of this period of life is the ability to select how you spend your time, accept it wholeheartedly, and let go of the pressure to participate in things that no longer benefit you. 7. Releasing the habit of comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a basic human tendency. Throughout our lives, we frequently judge our success, pleasure, and worth by comparing ourselves to others. Whether in terms of professional accomplishments, financial standing, family life, or physical beauty, the need to compare can significantly impact our self-perception. However, as we get older, especially after the age of 61, it becomes evident that comparing ourselves to others is not only counterproductive but also harmful to our feeling of self-worth. Each person's journey is unique, influenced by their own experiences, difficulties, and chances. Trying to compare your life to someone else's is like comparing apples and oranges. No two lives are alike. Constant comparison to others can cause feelings of inadequacy, envy, and even anger. As you focus on what others have, you may miss out on your own numerous accomplishments, joys, and benefits. After 61, it's time to let go of this tendency and enjoy the uniqueness of your own journey. Instead of looking outward and comparing yourself to others, turn inward and consider your own journey. Celebrate your accomplishments, whether great or small, that have led you to where you are now. Recognize the struggles you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the progress you've made. Your life is full of unique events and wisdom. When you let go of comparisons, you relieve yourself of the constant need to fulfill external criteria of success or happiness. This shift in viewpoint provides a greater sense of contentment and calm. Finally, your life is your own, and the only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself yesterday. Overlooking mental and emotional health means focusing on your own progress, enjoyment, and fulfillment, which is where true satisfaction lies. As we age, physical health generally comes first. We see doctors regularly, monitor our blood pressure, cholesterol, and other vital indicators, and make an effort to stay active. While these are crucial parts of maintaining health, mental and emotional well-being are equally important, if not more so. Nonetheless, many older persons continue to ignore their mental and emotional health, believing it is less essential than physical health, or that they can simply tough it out when confronted with loneliness, anxiety, or sadness. This thinking is not just obsolete, but also destructive. After age 61, prioritizing mental and emotional health becomes critical to sustaining overall quality of life. Loneliness, sadness, anxiety, and despair are frequent symptoms for older persons, but they are not unavoidable. Ignoring or denying these feelings can have a negative impact on both your mental and physical health. It is critical to recognize that mental health is as essential as physical health, and getting help when necessary is a sign of strength, not weakness. Addressing your emotional needs, whether through therapy, counseling, mindfulness practices, or simply setting aside time for self-care, is critical. This is also an opportunity to deepen your emotional bonds with people. Reach out to friends and relatives, join social groups, or participate in activities that give you joy and a sense of belonging. Building and maintaining meaningful relationships is critical for emotional well-being, and it is never too late to make new connections. Consider practicing mindfulness or meditation as a strategy to achieve emotional equilibrium. These activities can help you stay anchored in the present moment, reduce stress, and cultivate inner serenity. Remember that your mental and emotional health is precious, and maintaining them is critical to living a full and fulfilled life. Don't be afraid to seek help or make adjustments that benefit your well-being. It's an investment in pleasure and longevity. 8. Letting go of guilt about prioritizing yourself. For many of us, life has been loaded with responsibilities, caring for children, supporting spouses, assisting friends, and managing careers. We frequently prioritize the needs of others over our own, sacrificing time and energy to ensure that people around us are taken care of. While this is a wonderful and vital aspect of life, it may also lead to a habit of ignoring our own needs. As we become older, feeling guilty about putting ourselves first becomes less necessary. Self-care is not selfish, it is vital. In fact, taking care of yourself is one of the most important things you can do for your own and your loved ones' well-being. When you prioritize your own pleasure, health, and personal development, you are better able to support and care for others. 9. The power of prioritizing yourself. When you take the time to focus on yourself without feeling guilty, you have more energy, emotional bandwidth, and mental clarity to devote to the people who matter most. This is only achievable if you understand the value of self-care. Whether it's taking up a new pastime, traveling, setting boundaries with others, or simply resting, it's time to accept that your well-being is just as important as everyone else's. You've spent much of your life caring for others. Now it's time to care for yourself. Let go of the shame that comes with prioritizing your own needs. You deserve to enjoy a life of love, fulfillment, and tranquility. By caring for yourself, you demonstrate to people around you the importance of self-care and leading a healthy and happy life. 10. Overcoming fear of the future or death. Most people experience fear of the future, particularly death, at some point in their lives. It's natural to be uncertain or even anxious about the future, especially as we become older. However, allowing fear to rule your thoughts and actions can keep you from completely enjoying the time you have. As we age, especially around 61, it's critical to shift our focus away from fearing the future or death and toward enjoying the current moment. This era of life is a time to reflect on the breadth of your experiences, enjoy the relationships you formed, and embrace the basic pleasures of everyday living. Living in dread of the unknown might deprive you of the joy and tranquility that comes with being totally present. Instead of stressing about the future, focus on the present. Spend time with your loved ones, participate in activities that make you happy, and cherish the moments that make life worthwhile. Preparing for the future is wise, but obsessing over it causes unnecessary stress. Accepting the certainty of death and making peace with it might increase your appreciation for life. It enables you to live more fully by understanding that every day is a gift. Consider techniques like meditation, mindfulness, or spiritual exploration to alleviate your anxiety about the unknown. As you approach the end of your life, these habits can provide you with comfort, clarity, and inner peace. In the end, death is a natural part of life. Coming to terms with this reality might provide a sense of liberation. Instead of fearing the end, concentrate on living each day with purpose, love, and thankfulness. This is the best gift you can offer yourself. Living over the age of 61 provides a unique chance for introspection, growth, and regeneration. It's time to let go of obsolete beliefs, unneeded pressures, and poisonous relationships that are no longer beneficial. By embracing these adjustments, you can live a more real, joyous, and peaceful existence. As you progress through this period of life, remember that it is never too late to choose happiness, prioritize your own well-being, and enjoy the freedom that comes with age. This is your moment to live fully, pursue what genuinely counts, and let go of anything that hinders your progress. Every day you have the opportunity to live a life that is important, full, and genuinely enjoyable. Accept the insight that comes with age and allow it to lead you to a life of purpose, connection, and peace. Thank you for watching the whole video. If these stories inspire and motivate you, please leave a comment below. We greatly appreciate your feedback. Thank you for your valuable time.